All right, good morning, everyone. It is 8:39 in the morning on the 2nd of July, 2021. This is the last trading day of the week before a three-day weekend. So Fridays can be a wild card. Fridays can be, really busy days, and they can be really quiet days. So we'll see what happens here. Usually the week before a holiday weekend is a little bit slow. But there's been, on the broader market, the volume has been down, but there have been some pretty active stocks. So we'll see what happens today. I think it's shaping up to be a pretty busy day here. So at least for the first half of the day, what happens after the morning session, the afternoon session I would guess would probably be pretty slow. But it looks like the morning session is going to be pretty busy. All right. First thing on watch here is SPACE, SPCE. I put levels on this one from yesterday's open, as well as, where did I get that? That was you can see this formation. We'll look at the daily formation here. We've got this gap up at 40, we'll call it $41. Up to an open of $47, ran up and then has come back down and hasn't filled the gap yet. Gaps can stay for a long time. You can see there's another gap down here, a couple of gaps down here. They'll probably go unfilled for a while. So, these levels, $47.81 and $46. Those prices. So this is the open, right? If it opened right now, if SPCE opened up right now, it would open up at $52.43. I don't know where this thing's going to go today, and I don't have a lot of confidence in it because of this kind of reverse check mark formation here. This thing gapped up, ran, and then fell down below its gap to go fill its gap pretty quickly. It hasn't filled its gap yet. So it's kind of right now, the price at $52.33 is kind of in no man's land right now. It's, of course, if we make it past these new recent highs at $57.51, then we'll have a pretty good idea of which way the price action's going, right? If it heads up there. So let's check it out pre-market. In the pre-market, it made a stab through that $57.50 level. Interesting, So what I'm going to do is when it opens, I've got a fib on it now for close to its price now. But what I'm going to do is when the price opens, I'm going to put the Fibonacci at wherever price is when it opens. And then I'll use, the 61 and the 50 are my favorite Fibonacci's for support. And we'll just see where price lines up. Outside of that, I think between 47.81 and 46, there's going to be a lot of support there for buyers. If it makes it that far down, so we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. I don't like to use the moving averages. This moving average, let's see, that's the 20-day moving average, or that's the 50. This blue line is the 50 right here on the 10-minute. You can see I don't really like to use the moving averages as support or resistance. I don't like to use them. I just kind of like to use them sort of as an indicator of the general trend of what's going on. But sometimes, moving averages will act as support. So we'll just keep an eye on it, and once it opens, I'm going to put the Fibonacci at wherever the opening price is and then see from there. As of right now, $57.50, 51 cents roughly is resistance. If it makes it above 57.50, comes back, tests and moves higher, that'll be an entry. If it comes down here to these prices and moves up, I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm going to keep my risk pretty tight on this one. I'll probably take a total of about 200 shares down here. I've traded SPE a couple of times before, and I don't remember doing well on it. I don't remember doing badly on it either. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of, it's up in the air exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to keep my risk low on it. If it breaks up above 57.50 and holds, I'll probably take a little bit more risk on it than 200 shares. But if it comes down here in the support area, I'm looking at averaging into 200 shares between these two price support areas. If I get filled on 200 shares, I mean, we'll see. All right, next up, TATT. This is a small cap. And let's go to the daily here. Back here on January 5th of 2021, they signed this run up right here was after TATT signed, I think it was with a major airliner. Let's see if we can get January 5th. See if we can, yeah, January 5th. Let's see, here we go. Honeywell International. Okay, so it was with Honeywell again. I think this is this latest one with Honeywell too? Yeah, all right. So this small cap has signed on with a large cap for a contract to provide some kind of a generator service to Honeywell, and I've forgotten exactly what the service is. But I remember marking off $5.10 and thinking to myself, I'll buy this, as it dips back to 510, for probably 1,000 shares and wait for it to bump back up again. Well, I forgot about it and I didn't do it. So here we are at $9.05. This is going to be a momentum play. There ought to be support at $8.34, but we'll see. If price comes plunging back down below $8.34, then I'll just wait for a 1 minute setup on the on TATT for a momentum setup and trade it accordingly. MRIN, this is interesting. So MRIN's yesterday's high was at $19.88. Now pre-market, it's just kind of blasted right through it. So the momentum on MRIN, it's there. And so I will be looking for a momentum entry on the 1 minute for probably about 500 shares, maybe 1,000, we'll see. And then Wave. Now this is interesting. Here we have, I'm going to pull it up on the 10 minute. The last time before, okay, so here we are July 1st, 2021, right? And the last time that it traded before that was the 22nd of July, 2010. So here we are 11 years later, and Wave is just popping up out of nowhere. It's interesting. It's on watch. It's traded 1.57 million shares pre-market. I'll probably just watch this one. I doubt I'll play it. So, yeah. All right, broader market. Here we have the S&P 5, or the SPY, which is the proxy for the S&P 500. It's the ETF, S&P 500 ETF. And it's going to open up into new all-time highs. And the VIX has fallen down below this support level here. Falling VIX is bullish for the broader market. So I will be looking for entries on the SPY for calls. And I'll probably look for a pullback. Both the 1 minute and the 10 minute are going to open up really close to overbought. So I'll be looking for a pullback today at some point, if it happens in the morning, for a pullback opportunity there. Let's look at crypto. Bitcoin still under pressure here, catching a little bit of a bid, but you can see here This head and shoulders right here that formed between the 5th of March to the 16th of May is dominant. Here's the neckline that's dominant. And it's possible we could be shaping up for another smaller head and shoulders here in the past recent weeks, 31 of May here to the start of July. It's looking bearish, until Bitcoin can break this pattern right here. Bitcoin is bearish. There are a lot of people who are saying, hey, we're going to head off to new all-time highs by the end of the year. Yeah, I'd like to see that. But we definitely need to see this bearish pattern break before that happens. All right, that is my morning strategy session. Feels like I left something out. Space, TATT, MRIN, and WAV. Yeah, all right. That's my morning strategy session. Good luck out there, everybody. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at today's recap. I am out.